Hello everyone, my name is Yen-Hua Huang. I'm a fifth year PhD student at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Today, I'm going to present a study about the interplay among disease dynamics, habitat dynamics, and host habitat selection. Some diseases have transmission hotspots. And when a host population selects a transmission hotspot habitat, there's stronger impact of the disease on the population. However, for mobile hosts, they don't really have static habitat selection. They move among habitats. So they also use lower risk habitats. And as a result, overall, it may reduces the impact of the disease on the population. So we tested this idea with a study conducted in Etosha National Park. Etosha National Park is located in northern Namibia in southern Africa. There are four major habitat types: bare areas, open plains, shrublands, and woodlands. These are bare areas. They are salt pans. There's barely vegetation growth. Animals seldom use the areas, so they were mostly excluded from this study. So we studied the zebra population in Etosha, which is susceptible to anthrax. And we know that anthrax risks differ by habitats. Open plains have the highest risk, and woodlands have the lowest risk. There were two study periods while we had zebra movement data. And one was around mostly in 2010, and the other one was from 2019 to 2020. This dashed line is average rainfall. 2010 was around average rainfall, and 2019 was the most severe drought on record. 2020 was another around average rainfall year. We used FPAR to infer habitat dynamics, to infer habitat quality. FPAR is a remotely sensed vegetation index, and it is shown that it's the best indicator for grass biomass in Etosha. So we can observe peaks in grass biomass in the wet seasons in average rainfall years. However, during the drought, there was barely a peak. Let's see where the zebra were during the study periods. So in the wet season in 2010, the zebra population aggregated at open habitats because there were more palatable grasses, and those grasses were the preferred resources for the zebra. During the dry season, because the preferred resources got depleted, some individuals moved to closed habitats. And during the drought in 2019, in the dry season, most of the individuals used the closed habitats. And during the wet season, because it was in the drought, the resources didn't recover, so most of the individuals still use the closed habitats. During 2020, because of rainfall, the resources got recovered, and the zebra population moved back to the open habitats. We know that the open habitats have the highest anthrax risk. So when there was peaks, when there were peaks in grass biomass, at the same time the zebra population used the open habitats, and we observed more anthrax mortalities during those periods. And during the drought, because the zebra population used closed habitats, and as a result, there were only a few cases. So in conclusion, habitat dynamics and habitat selection can determine outbreak sizes. And for mobile hosts, because they move among habitats, the overlap between selected and high-risk habitats can be just intermittent, and it may reduce the consequence of the disease on the host population, and it may be important for a population to persist. So we thank Namibian government agencies and the staff in Etosha National Ecological Institute for the assistance of this study. We also thank our collaborator and the funding agencies. And also thank you for your listening.